Most people think the World Cup is about getting a ticket. It's not. Even if you never step inside a stadium, visiting a host city when the 2026 FIFA World Cup arrives is something special. Fan zones fill up, watch parties spill into the streets. Entire cities take on that tournament atmosphere. But not every host city will deliver the same experience. Some become incredible places to visit once the games begin. Others might be crowded, overpriced, or simply not worth the trip. So in this video, we're ranking all 16 World Cup host cities across North America to see which ones are actually worth visiting. Let's start at the bottom of the list. Number 16, Monterrey, Mexico. Set against dramatic mountains, Monterrey delivers a powerful soccer culture, but a slightly less convenient experience for visitors compared with other host cities of the tournament. The sprawling urban layout means attractions sit far apart. Still, there are rewarding stops. The enormous Macroplaza anchors downtown, the Santa Lucia Riverwalk links the center to the industrial landscapes of Parque Fundidora, and viewpoints around Cerro de la Silla reveal the city's striking natural backdrop. Barrio Antiguo adds historic streets, nightlife, and plenty of places to experience the local energy during tournament weeks. Still, compared with other host destinations, Monterrey has fewer major sites concentrated in one area. 15. Houston, Texas, United States. Massive, diverse, and constantly expanding, Houston will host matches in one of the largest metropolitan areas hosting the tournament. The challenge here is scale. Distances are big, and planning ahead helps. For those who explore, the Museum District packs world-class institutions into a compact area. Discovery Green and the surrounding downtown create a lively pre-game gathering spot, and the Space Center remains one of the most fascinating attractions in the United States. Food is another highlight, with international cuisine reflecting the city's enormous cultural diversity. The size of the city simply means getting around can take more time than in other World Cup locations. 14. Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas, United States. The tournament arrives in the vast metroplex surrounding Dallas, where the stadium in nearby Arlington is among the largest in the world. The area spreads out dramatically, but there are still worthwhile stops between matches. The 6th Floor Museum and Dealey Plaza provide historical context, the Dallas Arts District forms the largest urban arts district in the country, and the stockyards in nearby Fort Worth bring a completely different Texas atmosphere with rodeos, brick streets, and longhorn cattle drives. It's a big, energetic region with plenty to explore between matches. But with the stadium in Arlington, most major attractions require a bit of travel. 13. Vancouver, Canada. Framed by mountains and the Pacific Ocean, Vancouver might be one of the most visually striking destinations connected to the World Cup. Much of the appeal lies outdoors. Stanley Park wraps around downtown with forest trails and seawall views. Granville Island packs markets and waterfront cafes into a compact space, and the nearby North Shore Mountains create a dramatic backdrop to the city skyline. Even a simple walk along the harbor feels memorable here. Cost is the main challenge, as Vancouver consistently ranks among the most expensive cities to visit. Number 12, Kansas City, Missouri, United States. Few places in North America embrace soccer quite like Kansas City. The city has quietly built a reputation as one of the sport's strongest communities, and that enthusiasm will likely spill far beyond the stadium during the tournament. Visitors can explore the lively Power and Light District downtown, wander through the fountains and boulevards that earned the city its nickname, and of course, dive into its legendary barbecue scene. The National World War I Museum overlooking the skyline is another standout stop. Compared with bigger host cities, though, Kansas City offers fewer major landmarks. 11. Miami, Florida, United States. Sun, beaches, and international energy make Miami feel almost built for a global event like the 2026 FIFA World Cup. South Beach brings iconic Art Deco streets and an atmosphere that lasts well past midnight, while Little Havana introduces Cuban culture, music, and food just a few miles away. The colorful murals of Wynwood have become one of the city's most recognizable scenes, and Biscayne Bay provides a tropical backdrop you won't find in most tournament destinations. However, summer heat and traffic can make moving around the city slower than expected. Number 10, Toronto, Canada. As Canada's largest city, Toronto brings a truly international atmosphere to the World Cup. Neighborhoods from Kensington Market to the Distillery District showcase cultures from around the world, and the downtown skyline is anchored by the iconic CN Tower. Visitors can stroll along the revitalized waterfront, take a short ferry to the Toronto Islands for skyline views, or explore some of the best food scenes in North America. Still, the sheer size of the city means travel times between districts can add up quickly. 9. Boston, Massachusetts, United States. Historic streets and compact neighborhoods give Boston a completely different feel from many other host cities. The Freedom Trail connects some of the most important sites in American history, while the Harborfront and nearby North End bring waterfront walks and classic Italian restaurants into the mix. Fenway Park, public parks, and walkable districts add to the character. The main challenge is that the stadium sits outside the city center in Foxborough, requiring extra travel on match days. 8. San Francisco Bay Area, California, United States. Few places combine scenery and culture quite like the region around San Francisco. The Golden Gate Bridge, cable cars, and steep streets create one of the most recognizable urban landscapes in the world. Along the waterfront, ferries cross the bay, while neighborhoods like North Beach and Chinatown bring history and incredible food. A short trip leads to coastal cliffs, redwood forests, or wine country. The only complication for World Cup visitors is that the stadium sits in Santa Clara, well south of the city. 7. Atlanta, Georgia, United States. Energy surrounds Atlanta long before kickoff. The city blends modern attractions with deep history, and much of it sits within a surprisingly accessible downtown core. Centennial Olympic Park acts as a gathering point, surrounded by the Georgia Aquarium, the World of Coca-Cola, and wide public spaces that could easily fill with fans during the tournament. A short walk leads to the striking Mercedes-Benz Stadium, already famous for its electric soccer crowds. Neighborhoods like Midtown and the Beltline add restaurants, markets, and nightlife. Summer humidity, however, can make long days outside feel intense. 6. Guadalajara, Mexico. Color, music, and tradition shape the experience in Guadalajara, one of Mexico's cultural capitals. Historic plazas, cathedral towers, and lively streets create an atmosphere that naturally suits a global event like the World Cup. The historic center is filled with landmarks, while nearby Tlaquepaque draws visitors with art galleries, mariachi music, and open-air cafes. Food alone makes the trip worthwhile, from street tacos to regional specialties. Soccer passion runs deep here as well. What holds the city back slightly is that international travel connections are not as extensive as in some other host destinations. Number 5. Seattle, Washington, United States. Dramatic landscapes surround Seattle, where water, mountains, and a dense downtown create one of the most scenic settings of the tournament. Pike Place Market buzzes from morning to evening. Ferries cross Elliott Bay just steps away, and the redeveloped waterfront adds room for crowds gathering on match days. Neighborhoods like Capitol Hill keep the city lively long after games end. The stadium's location near the center also helps the energy spill into nearby streets. Unpredictable weather, though, can occasionally interrupt outdoor plans. 4. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, United States. History sits on nearly every block in Philadelphia, giving the city a distinctive atmosphere during major events. Independence Hall, the Liberty Bell, and the surrounding historic district place visitors right where the United States began. A short distance away, Reading Terminal Market fills with local food vendors, while the Schuylkill River Trail and nearby neighborhoods provide space to explore between matches. The city's passionate sports culture often turns major events into unforgettable experiences, and large crowds gathering downtown tend to amplify that energy when global tournaments arrive. 3. Los Angeles, California, United States. Bright coastlines, massive entertainment districts, and instantly recognizable landmarks make Los Angeles one of the most exciting stops of the competition. Santa Monica and Venice bring oceanfront energy, Griffith Observatory overlooks the sprawling cityscape, and Hollywood's global influence gives the area a scale few destinations can replicate. With matches scheduled at SoFi Stadium, one of the most advanced stadiums in the world, the region is likely to attract enormous crowds of international supporters throughout the event. 2. Mexico City, Mexico. Few places on Earth experience soccer quite like Mexico City. The massive capital blends historic landmarks with non-stop urban energy. The Zocalo ranks among the largest public squares in the world. Chapultepec Park stretches across museums and lakes larger than many city parks, and neighborhoods like Roma and Condesa feature cafes, architecture, and nightlife throughout walkable streets. The legendary Estadio Azteca, one of the most iconic stadiums in soccer history, should create an unforgettable atmosphere during the tournament. Number 1. New York City, New Jersey, United States. When the World Cup arrives near New York City, the spotlight naturally follows. Global recognition, cultural diversity, and sheer scale come together here in a way almost no other place can match. Visitors can move from Central Park to Times Square, across the Brooklyn Bridge, and down to the Statue of Liberty all in a single day. Restaurants, neighborhoods, and nightlife from every corner of the world create a constant sense of energy. With the final scheduled at MetLife Stadium, this region will likely become the center of the entire tournament. Which World Cup city would you visit first? Let me know in the comments. And if New York is on your World Cup itinerary, check out my full New York City travel guide with 60 things to do. You can watch it right here.